Today I've got 3 tips for you for handling your money while you're here in Ghana. This isn't the whole how to handle every little bit of money. This is just 3 important tips that most people won't even think to tell you. And the first one I'm doing inside here. We're going to take a walk in a minute, but I'm doing inside because I have to handle coins, and if I were walking this would be really hard. So traditionally this is a 1 Cedi coin, silver on the outside, gold, copper, brass, whatever it is on the inside. Then you have the 2 Cedi coin, gold on the outside, silver on the inside. Easy to remember. The gold is a little, you think of gold as more valuable, and it was the more valuable coin, and that makes sense. Okay, so they have come out with a new coin. Do you want to guess how much that one's worth? That's a 1 Cedi coin. It has the same color code as the 2 Cedi coin. And my tip for you is to how to tell the difference. The only 2 significant differences I can find that are easy to spot are this has an octagonal shape. You can see there's an octagon going on, and this one is perfectly round. Okay, that's your first difference. And on the edge, I don't know if I'm going to get the camera to cooperate, but on the edge, the grooves on the new 1 Cedi coin are thicker and deeper, whereas these are just really thin and minor. The lack of logic behind this has me having flashbacks to the Susan B. Anthony dollar in the US. That was so close to the size of a quarter. So that is something to be aware of. I have 2 more tips for you, but we're going to go walking outside and I'll explain them to you there. So do you see those little tuk-tuks behind me? Here they're called yellows. Regardless of the color, they're all yellows. The next money tip revolves around taking yellows. Most rides into yellow, whether you're in Cape Coast, Kumasi, or Accra, don't cost a lot. So what you want to do is you want to keep your 1 and 5 Cedi notes in an easy to access pocket. I keep mine in my top shirt pocket, but wherever is easy for you. Keep the small notes and keep them strictly for transportation, so you never come up short. Because if you try to hand a yellow driver a 20 Cedi note and your ride was like 3 Cedis, it's going to be really hard for them to come up with some change, if at all. Quick pocket with 1 and 5 Cedi notes, strictly for transportation, and it'll make your life a whole lot easier. My next tip is my absolute best tip. Once you get your money from the ATM, if the bank is open, go inside and ask them to buy a stack of 10 Cedi notes. You can buy 110 Cedi notes, which would be 1,000 Cedis, but that's just about $100 depending on the exact exchange rate. During your stay here, whether it's just a couple of weeks or longer, you will not regret having a stack of 10 Cedi notes, I promise you. You can buy lunch with a 10 Cedi note. You can buy almost anything on the roadside for a 10 Cedi note, or less or more, or a couple of them. But if you start trying to spend 50 and 100 Cedi notes, it gets really difficult. And then you got to go to the big businesses and get them to break down to smaller notes. So just go straight into the bank and ask to buy a stack of 10 Cedi notes. Make your life easy, make your vacation easy. Best money handling tip I could ever give you. This works in a lot of different countries, but especially here in Ghana.